Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Okay, we're being very quiet. We're being very quiet because the little babies are sleeping over here. Otis is in his very small bed, and Walter is in the bed next to him, and they are both looking at me right now. We have had our dinner. We have gone outside. We have done 2 leash trainings today, and we ran all around. And we have been chewing toys. We've been running around the house. We ran outside. We walked down the street, and we are now taking a nap. And so I thought, okay, it's a perfect time for me to vlog. And so Walter is kind of half out of his bed right now. I have a feeling in a few minutes Walter might come over here. And then if Walter comes over here, then Otis is going to want to come over here. But it's been a good day. It's been such a good day today, but it's been a very, very busy day. I filmed videos on every single one of my channels today. Cannot believe it. I woke up and I was like, if I go outside and it's nice, I'm going to the pool today. And I walked outside and it was super, super cloudy, and it was great. It actually even looked like it was gonna rain today, and it never did. It rained last night. I was getting ready to go on my walk last night. I took a nap and I was getting ready to go on my walk, and I walked outside and it was raining. And I was like, I don't want, as I'm trying to get back into the walking, I don't want to walk right out into, it wasn't like raining really hard or anything like that. It did later in the night, but I was like, I don't want to walk right out into a rainstorm, But all day today, it looked like it was going to rain, and then just about a half an hour ago, it cleared up, and it's nice outside right now. So, it's cloudy, but there's sun coming through and stuff like that, but it's been a really, really good day. Okay, Walter's stretching, and he is now out of his bed. Will he go back to his bed? I just poured my very first cup of coffee for the day. And we are back in the forest and back in the chair. And it's a little cold down here right now. I actually got the air conditioning situated exactly how I wanted it. It feels good, but it's a little chilly. Well, I have sweat shorts on and a t-shirt. So this is one of my new blankets that I got. They're not the Lola blankets. They're the knockoff Lola blankets for $20. But they're really nice and I really like them. So I thought if I get cold, I can spread that out over myself. Okay, now Walter is he's going to the big bed right now. But yeah, today has been a really, really good day. I stayed up super late last night. Now Walter is sitting up in his bed and he's looking at me. He's like, what's going on, Dad? Aww. He just laid down and tucked his head underneath his lamb chop. They are so sweet. They are just the sweetest babies in the whole world. Last night I stayed up really, really late last night because I was down to the final 2 episodes of Ballard on Prime. I actually did my reaction to it today on my Peter Watches TV channel, because I'm finding that it's really hard for me sometimes when I'm 2 weeks out from watching Hunting Wives, and I want to do it. People keep on asking me to do a reaction to what I thought of Hunting Wives, and here's a real short reaction. I thought parts of it were really problematic. I understood why they included that in there. It was purposeful for the show. I understood why they did it. But I just couldn't stop watching. And Alex, he watched the whole thing the last 2 days, and he thought it was really good too. There were some of the people in it, I thought they were such fantastic actors. Alex wasn't that moved by any of the acting in it. I just could not stop watching it. But Hunting Wives, it's been 2 weeks, and I haven't done my reaction to it. So I was like, by the way, today has been the worst day in weeks for my allergies. It's been really bad today. So I don't know if it's because fall's right around the corner or whatever. But anyway, if I get far away from my TV reactions, let me give you an example. On my, I keep all these lists in my phone. So I have the videos for this week list. I probably need to go through here, and I was gonna make this video on JoJo Siwa. I don't even know what that was about now. Ballard. Okay, so I can take that off my list. So okay, I have on my TV list Hunting Wives. People want me to do a top 10 best true crime shows I've ever watched. I want to do a reaction to I Know What You Did Last Summer, since we just saw that in the movie theater. He's looking out the back window. And then War of the Worlds, which I just watched the other night. But okay, War of the Worlds is a good example of this. If I get far away, I'm sitting on my shirt. If I get far away from when I watch War of the Worlds, I won't remember specific details about it. So I kind of have to turn around and do it the very next day, if that makes sense. Did I, what did I do? I'm like looking at my, oh, here it is. Okay, my booktube video. I did a booktube. I can't believe I made videos on all my channels today. Oh, Walter just went over to the little bed, and he just laid on top of Walter. They're like literally, they sleep on top of each other. It is so cute. So last night, I got late starting to watch my shows last night, and I had like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I had 5 episodes. Maybe I didn't get started. What did I watch first? Well, earlier in the evening, I started watching The Valley again. And when I was eating dinner, I did not order any food last night. I keep on thinking I'm going to order food every night. And then by the time that I like am ready to order something, I'm so hungry. Like, I honest to God, last night, I really was going to, I'm like, tonight Alex is going out to dinner with all the people that he works with. Like his like boss is taking them all out to dinner tonight. But he should be done early. Like that should be like, it's currently right now. Should we do a time and temperature check? It is currently 6:25 p.m. It is so humid today. It felt cooler earlier, and it felt like obviously it gets hot later in the day, but it felt really warm later in the day. Let's see how warm it is outside right now. It's currently 85, and it feels like it's 90. Tomorrow's supposed to be 88, intervals of cloud and sunshine. Friday, partly cloudy skies, high near 90. Saturday, sunny on Saturday. Saturday might be a good pool day, because it's supposed to be sunny all day on Saturday, and 92, 94, except for a few afternoon clouds, mainly sunny. So Saturday and Sunday, either one of those might be good pool days. But so on the nights that Alex goes out to dinner is typically when I order something. The problem is there's like 5 or 6 different things that I want. Like I'm really thinking about Noodles and Company right now. And I'm also thinking about Yats and Puccini's. I always think about. I was thinking actually about Cheesecake Factory. Anyway, so last night I was going to order something. Like I was determined that I was going to order something. But when I got done vlogging everything and I was hungry, I was like, I just wanted to eat. And Alex was in here and he was watching, I can't remember what show he was watching. It was he finished it last night. Oh, no, he was watching Hunting Wives. He finished that Colombian show that he watched, and then he started watching Hunting Wives the other night. And then last night he finished Hunting Wives. So he was sitting down here. So I pulled a little table thing over there, and I was watching The Valley. And at that point I was like really, really hungry. So I had, I ate a lot of the salad from Trader Joe's the other night. I was really hungry, or last night. I usually eat like half the salad and half of the hummus like wrap. And Walter's so careful with Otis. It's so sweet. Can you hear him? He's in the crinkle toy right now. Otis is like asleep. And he's like, Otis is laying this way on his back. And Walter just went and laid on top of him. Here, I'll take a picture and show you. It's just easier to take a picture than turn the camera around. Oh shoot, it just went out. I don't know if you can see him, but Otis is right there, and Walter's right there, and Otis is underneath him. Do you see? See, there's Otis's head. And then look. And Walter's laying right there. They're so sweet. So when I got done with everything last night, I was ready to eat. I was like hungry. I was like, okay, I need to eat now. So I had half a wrap sandwich, and then, yeah, Walter, he's ready to come up here. I had half the wrap sandwich, and then I had, well, hold on a second, buddy. And then I had probably 3/4 of my salad, and then I had some of the bagel sandwich cracker things that I get from Trader Joe's. Come here. You come up here? And then I had a cup of coffee, and I had some of these peanut butter and pretzel things. You gonna leave Otis over there all by himself, honey? Oh, yeah. Give me kisses. Yeah. You tired, honey? You real tired? These little guys laid on Alex last night. So when I was like eating over there, they're kind of beggars. And so, obviously we don't want that. And so Alex was, like, when I was eating, they were like, they kept on like sitting over there, like jumping up like on my legs and stuff. So Alex was like, come here. So like, he was watching the show, and I ended up watching The Valley for like an hour. and Walter fell asleep on him like this, and then Otis was sleeping on his leg. What are you doing, huh? What are you doing? Are you having the best day ever? Oh, here comes Otis over here. Honey, you gotta come over on this side. I can't pick you up over there. There you go. Should we get your brother up here too? You wanna come up here, Otis? Come here, sweetheart. Okay, so Otis, he just sits down on the ground when I have to pick him up. Okay, come here, honey. Let me pick you up. Come here, bud. Okay. Oh, now we're just laying on the ground. Oh. And there's Otis. He said, I'm awake now. We're talking to people. Oh, yeah, we're talking to people. He said, I like to be parts of the videos. What are you doing, bud? Aw. You're so tired, aren't you? You've been playing too much today? You've been playing so much today. Aren't they such sweethearts? What is it? Hmm? You see your brother? Okay. Look at this nice blanket you can lay on right there. I was going to show you guys these pictures. It was so sweet. Them sleeping on Alex this night. Look at that. That's you and Otis. No, you don't want to eat my reading glasses. Your daddy needs those. Okay, where are the pictures from last night? These were so cute. Okay, I'm uploading my videos on my phone so I can delete those. Did you guys see this? Look, there's a Stevie Nicks Funko Pop that's coming out. I'm thinking about getting it. Okay, where's the pictures? Oh bloody, oh blada, life goes. I'm like screenshot all this stuff, that new junk food that came out, like these Taco Bell drinks. And then here's the Wednesday collaboration with Wendy's. And then the adult Happy Meal from McDonald's. Those are the things I'm gonna review in the next couple days. What are we doing over there? Yeah? Are we gonna take a nap on each other again? Where are those pictures of you and Dad last night? Okay, here it is. Walter asleep on Alex. Oh, you can't really see it. So that was last night. So I was so hungry, so I was like, I'm just gonna eat this stuff. So then I made a cup of coffee because I kind of was like, I wanted to take a nap, but I was like, I want to finish this episode of The Valley. I think I'm on episode, if you've watched The Valley, you'll know what I'm talking about. Although I said it to Tanya last night because I was like, well, where are you? I was like, what are you doing? She's like, I'm watching The Valley. I go, what episode are you on? She goes, third part of the reunion. I go, oh no, I'm like on the fifth episode. They're in, I think they're in Santa Barbara, and they do this like weekend thing, and it's for Kristen and Luke. And Jesse plans it. And there's like this huge thing between Jesse and Michelle, and they do this like spiritual thing where they have to throw these flowers in there. Brittany gets laughing so hard. But I'm liking this season of The Valley. But it's not like I want to sit like late at night. I like to watch like mystery thrillers. Like tonight, I think I'm going to go back, since I finished Ballard last night. I think tonight I'm going to go back and I'm going to start watching again the third season of Broadchurch. And I'll probably watch 2 episodes of that. I've got to get back into watching like Broadchurch. Well, I want to finish that. I've got like 6 episodes and I'm done with Broadchurch, completely done. And then Ozark, and then Outer Banks. I really, really like Outer Banks. It's just like it's 4 seasons, and so I feel like, oh, you guys, this is so funny. Are you guys laying next to each other sleeping? What are you doing? Are you laying right next to each other? Are you guys best friends? They're so cute. I like Outer Banks. It's just, okay, this is what I don't like about Outer Banks. Well, it's one of those like teeny shows, like, you know, it's like Pretty Little Liars or Dawson's Creek and all that kind of stuff. Like the main storyline about the kid whose dad is like died, and you gonna go over there? Okay, honey. Yeah. Look, you just kind of float in the background there, don't you? And it's like a treasure hunt show. But then the other part of the show is about like half of the island is like rich kids and half the island's poor kids. And they like fight. I don't care about that. I don't care about that. I don't care about the romantics of it all. I don't care. I just want to know about the treasure hunting. And so I get bored with the show real quick. So I don't know. But I'm definitely going to at least finish. Now Walter is sleeping. Are you sleeping right on top of your brother? You are. I was going to show everybody what you do. This is what he does. He sleeps right on top of his brother. So I was, so I'm going to finish the first season of Outer Banks. I don't know if I'll go on and finish more of it. I don't know. Yeah. You can be a movie star? Look at that little face. Isn't he so sweet? Oh, now we're... And they put their arms over each other and everything. Look at that. See? You want to be a movie star today, don't you? So, tonight, I'm going to go back. Oh, tonight I got Big Brother. I got Big Brother tonight. But this is what happened. So, I'm a casual watcher this year. I've talked about this so many times. Which is where, like, I'm not looking up the forums or anything. Nikki can't help herself. Tanya, I don't think she stopped watching Big Brother. Mel started it, and she's not really, like, watching it as much anymore either. And so, like, and Nikki's really the only one that I talked to about it. Alex said he's out. He said he watched 1 year, and he's not doing it anymore. So Alex isn't watching. But anyway, so Nikki's really the only one that I talked to about Big Brother. So she'll text me, and she'll be like, oh, I found out what happened. Do you want to know? And I'll be like, no. And then 6 seconds later, I'm like, tell me. So I already know what happens. I can't help it. I can't help it. And if I get, like, online, like, my Peter Watches TV channel, because I follow all these TV show things, so TV suggestions come up, all these spoilers for Big Brother always come up. So then I know. And then there doesn't feel like there's any reason to watch this show. I'm not real into this season of Big Brother. And I hate saying that because I always get so excited about Big Brother, or the last couple years I have. But I'm so just kind of, like, not into it this year. But anyway, so tonight I'm going to probably I'll watch Big Brother. You know what I need to do? Well, Tanya last night told me, she goes, you need to be watching Welcome to Plathville, and you need to be covering it for your channel. And I looked, and there's 4 episodes out. So I may go in to, I may go in and start watching. I might watch 1 episode of Welcome to Plathville. So when I get done with this vlog tonight, my plan is... It's really humid today, so I'm not even gonna say I'm gonna walk. I really need to get back into the walking now. I'm kind of tired. I mean, I've been talking all day, filming videos. So, and Alex, when he gets home, I just kind of want to relax with him. The dogs are really good about, like, going upstairs late at night and, like, taking naps in the bed in between us. And I miss that so much, like with Boo and Tucker and Pee Pee. I miss just napping with Alex and the dogs so much. And so it's been so nice. And so, like, tonight, when I get done with the vlog, I'll eat. I really want to order something, but then in all honesty, like, the salad and the sandwich is just as good. And then I have these pretzel bites with peanut butter and chocolate over them that I got from Trader Joe's. I have 4 or 5 of those. And honestly, by then, I'm just kind of, like, done. Because I piecemeal stuff together. So I have, like, half the salad, half the sandwich. The sandwiches are really, like, the wrap sandwiches, the hummus wrap sandwiches, they're really good. And then I have some of the crackers. See, now that I'm talking about it, that sounds good to me. And I will say this. Since I have, like, stopped regularly DoorDashing food, I mean, in all honesty, I was probably DoorDashing food 4 to 5 times a week. You want to talk about saving money? It is so expensive to DoorDash food. It is so expensive. First of all, the food at the restaurant, like, if you go there, if it's $10 on the menu, I swear it's $15 or $20 on the DoorDash menu. Then on top of that, and I have the annual Dash Pass and all that kind of stuff, but I don't really think you save that much money on the Dash Pass. That's just my perspective. But then you pay, like, a delivery fee, and then you pay a tip. And so it's like the least that I usually order is like $30 or $40. Like, it's expensive. And so anyway, I have saved so much money. I mean, I was ordering DoorDash probably 4 to 6 times a week. And 2 or 3 of those nights, you know, like, I would say to Alex, like, do you want something? And he'd be like, well, where are you getting it from? And I'd be like, yeah, sure. So, like, if I was getting Cheesecake Factory, he'd get, like, spaghetti and meatballs and, like, a salad, and that would add, like, another $30 to it. So I was spending a lot of money on DoorDash. I mean, I still ask him, like, if I get Puccini's, I'll be like, do you want a pizza? But, like, Puccini's is probably one of the cheaper places. I mean, other than like fast food, and so I mean, fast food's pretty cheap when you DoorDash it. But like the other restaurants, like Puccini's is cheaper because if you get a pasta, you get a salad and you get bread combined with it. So you just pay like the $14 for the pasta. If you get a pizza, you can like get in a side salad on top of that for like $2. It's a local restaurant, it's real cheap. I haven't had Piata in forever. Piata was kind of sounding good to me tonight. I don't know, but like, so now it's kind of like a special treat. If Alex is out to dinner, because he'll text me here in a second. Oh, did he text me? Oh no, that was Laura, my neighbor. Oh, she's asking if I want to go swimming later. But like Alex will text me like before he leaves the restaurant. He'll be like, do you want something? I don't even know where they went tonight. I think his boss is taking them all out to dinner. Where do you guys go to dinner? The guy, so the second estimate on this window, the second person that we're getting, which Caroline's helped with, it's somebody that she uses a lot, was supposed to come out here tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. And but then we got that rescheduled. We have like stuff. I mean, the next couple days is like crazy. Anyway, did he text me back already? No. Oh, that's Laura again. Oh wait, he did text me back right away. Oh, Kona and he did tell me that Kona Grill and Carmel. Oh, my aunt and uncle used to love that place. I may have to move outside. He said we're about to leave. Those work dinners, I mean, okay, so he's a work group that he hangs out with. Now, those can be sometimes long. But his work dinners, those are like real short. So he's about to leave Kona Grill. Yeah. He said, do you want anything? No, I'm good. And he's texting me back. I said, no, I'm good. And he's texting me something back. Hold on. Those 3 dots drive me crazy with people. Tanya, well, Mel's a fast texter like I am. Valerie's a fast texter. My sponsor's a fast texter. Tanya, those 3 dots go forever, and I swear to God, I'll be like, it'll come through, and it's like I'll be like, what are you watching? And it'll literally go for like 2 minutes while she's texting, and it'll come back, and it'll be like, Valley. It won't even say the Valley. It'll just say like Valley. He said, yeah, with a heart. Nikki last night, she said it was taking her so long. Hold on a second. We're talking about string cheese. Nikki's up late at night, so she's always my like late night friend. We're talking about what was I asking her about? I said something about it taking her so long. We're talking about string cheese. I said, I'm hungry. And she said, I'm eating string cheese. And I said, oh my God, Alex loves string cheese. And she says, does he string it or bite it? And I said, bites it. I string it, LOL. And she said, I bite it. And I said, boring. And then I asked her what book she was listening to, and she said Dead of Night. And then, where was the nail part? I said something to her about the nails. Talking about naming the dead. I asked her if she ever watched this show. Love Has Won, The Cult of Mother God. Did you guys ever see that? It's such a good documentary. I said I wish I could watch it again from the beginning. Oh, my head hurt really bad. I had a really bad headache last night because I said my head hurt so bad. Where was the thing where I was talking about her nails? Maybe it was the night before. Oh. Little Otis. Are you dreaming in your sleep? They dream so much. But Nikki, because her nails are long, she has a hard time texting with her nails long. Where is it at? Oh my God. What are you doing? Are you biting your tail, Mr. Walter? This was earlier. Where was I talking? Something. Maybe she was telling me earlier. but I said to her, I'm devastated. Someone told me on my TV channel that Brittany and Marcelino, they're from Love After Lockup, broke up. WTF, I don't believe in love anymore. These are Nikki and I's texts. I said, I don't believe in love anymore. And she said, ha ha ha, yes, it is true. I was not letting you know that. She wasn't going to tell me about Brittany and Marcelino. Where was the part about? And then I was asking her if she'd seen this movie. So when Alex and I went and saw, so her son loves the Terrifier movies, which I do too, but I think they're scary as hell. They are really, she thinks they're silly. Nikki's like, they're funny. They're not scary. They're so scary. But I think by the same producers or something is this Jester movie. And so the second one is coming out. And I asked her, where is the part where I was saying something about? She asked me what I was going to watch. I said, I don't know, Ballard probably. Anyway, she has a hard time texting with her long nails. I said, girl, you need to trim them nails down. I said, where's like Mel and I's texts are like, do. And we're like yesterday, I texted her, I said, happy Tuesday, bitch. She said, happy Tuesday. And then we were talking about like having like a phone date. And she said something rude. And I said F and B, because that's like our joke between each other. And I said, love you. And she said, love you. And then she was telling me about work. And I said, ugh. And then she said the worst. And then she said, what can I do? And I said, just keep on bitching, you. I said, just keep on bitching, you F and B. And she said, LMFAO, always, you F and B. She said it back to me. And then I said, okay, I'm going to lay down in a minute. Are you surprised? And she said, shocked. I said, have a good night. So that was last night. And then Tanya, she's, okay, so this is how Tanya texted me, right? So she says, this is at 10:20 last night. R, the letter R, U, the letter U, watching, all shortened, okay? Pathville, not even Plathville. Like, I'm supposed to understand what that means. And I said, I haven't started it yet. Should I? So many people have told me I should watch it. And she said, yes. And I said, what's it on? And she said, TLC. And I said, okay. Our text, Tanya and I, she does not like to text. Tanya's not a texter. And I said, like the other night, I said, she said, what'd she do? And I said, just got up from a short nap. She said, WWHL, watch what happens live. That's all she texted. And then she said, have a good nap, question mark. She hates to text. Tanya hates to text. Caroline is like me. I'm here, I was texting with my sister-in-law. Caroline is like me. Jesse and I were texting about, she was asking me about the pups, and I was asking her about my nephew, our nephew Cruz. He's so sweet. But anyway, Caroline texts just like me, like, and my dad texts the same way, like all capitals, periods. I'm like very grammatically correct in my text messaging. So anyway, but oh, Otis is like, he does this long neck thing with his head. What are you doing? You're so tired tonight. Yeah, as soon as your dad comes in, you guys are going to be up. I can just tell. Otis is stretching out like this right now. His little ears are so cute. I love that they look so different, but there's something about them that looks similar to me, even though they look so completely different. I cannot figure it out. Yeah. They love each other so much. They're such good boys. So anyway, so last night, this shirt is so twisted around. I put this shirt on earlier, this Cult Leader t-shirt. And I've been wearing it inside and out today, outside, leash training videos. And this was not the shirt that I was going to wear to film videos. And the neck is so stretched out in it, and I don't even care. So anyway, yesterday when I got done vlogging and everything like that, can you guys believe? So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So Monday and today, I think I filmed 7 videos. Did I film 7 videos each day or something like that? Well, today I filmed 7 videos. So like in 3 days, let's just say 12, I filmed like 19 videos in 3 days. Like, that is crazy town, okay? Like, that is so many videos. Today I was like, oh, and you know what else? I filmed a Peterisms video like 3 or 5 days ago. I just noticed it today because you have like on your content creator, you know, like on your computer, it has all your videos listed. And I was going through it today. I can actually tell you what it's called. And I looked at it and it had 0 views next to it. And I was like, why does this video like have 0 views next to it? I never posted it is the reason why. I'll tell you what it's called. Hold on a second. Because I'm probably going to post it tomorrow. I think I had it from like the 7th. If I go in here, it'll tell me like what day I posted it. The camera stopped. It'll tell me what day I uploaded it. Okay, here it is. Always Be Too Much from 6 days ago. I never posted it. 14 minutes and 34 seconds. So that's going to be my video tomorrow. Anyway, so last night Alex was watching Hunting Wives, and I could tell he was almost getting to the end of it. So I was uploading my vlog, and I was uploading it on my phone because I was like, before I lay down, I want the vlog, like, I want to have it up and scheduled and ready to post. So when I lay down, if I slept in or if they slept in, then I didn't have to worry about like getting up and I have to worry about like getting up and whatever, just like between, because I like to have it go up between like 9 and 9:30 now, or at latest at 10, unless I'm not here. So I was like, I don't want to have to get up, or if I'm just laying in bed with them and they're relaxing and I'm talking to Alex or whatever, they are so asleep right now. Otis is like, his eyes are closed like that. Yeah, little guy. They're so sweet. They make me so happy. I got real sad earlier today because I was listening to that song. Oh, what's the song? It's from Wicked. I love it. I think it's For Good. And they were up on the bed and I was singing it to them. And right next to it was a picture. I've heard it said that people come into our lives for a reason, bringing something we must learn. And we are led to those who help us most to grow if we let them, and we help them in return. Well, I don't know if I believe that's true, but I know that who I am today because I knew you. And so they were on the bed. You know, it's this weird dichotomy because I still miss, I mean, little Boo, he broke my heart. I mean, that little dog broke my heart. And you know, it's weird because it's like, I have like in 2 weeks so fallen in love with these dogs. They follow me all through the house all day long. And they sit outside when I'm filming videos upstairs in the bedroom. We go outside. I know their little like quirks and their little differences and their little different personalities and stuff like that. I mean, just like Otis sleeping, I know how they sleep. And I was sitting there on the bed and I was like, I know it sounds weird to say that it feels like a betrayal to a dog or a pet, but it did at first feel like a betrayal with Boo Radley, like to get another dog. And it doesn't feel like that anymore. But at first, having them, there were moments where having them almost made it hurt so much more that Boo wasn't here. And so today, I was like on the bed, and I just started, like, this was before I filmed any videos today, I just like started like bawling, because next to the bed, I have this little picture of Boo and Tucker and me that somebody sent me. It's like a screenshot from a video, and somebody sent it to me framed, and so I have it next to the bed. And then somebody also crocheted me this little purple bed, like Boo Radley's bed with a little Boo Radley in it. And so he's sitting right in that next to the picture. And I was listening, so I just like, you know, put my iTunes on shuffle and I listened to it, and I was listening to that, and who was texting me now? Who was that? Who was this? Oh my god, you guys are gonna die. That is one of my sources from Fox Hollow Farms. I've not heard from this person in a while. That was like, I need to talk to you. This Fox Hollow Farm stuff, I'll tell you, it's not done. Like, I don't talk a lot about it because I know a lot of what's going on behind the scenes, but I'm just going to tell you it's not done. The Fox Hollow Farm stuff is still going on. I've kind of decided to, like, pull back and not make videos on it for a while because I know that they're looking into stuff, so, and that's really all I can say about it. That was weird, though. I haven't heard from that specific, like, source in a while. I'll contact them when I get done with this. But anyway, yeah, I was like sitting in bed and I had this moment where I like, you know, Otis and Walter were being so playful and just like kissing my face and stuff. And I'm like sitting there listening to the song, and, you know, the picture was in the background. I'm like looking at the picture of Boo and Tucker, and I'm like, I'm never, you know, every night in my prayers, I always say that, you know, like in my gratitude list, I always talk about like, you know, now being so grateful for Walter and Otis. And I always say, and I'm so grateful for the time that we had with Boo and Tucker and Pee-Pee as well. Like, I mean, I'm never going to forget those little guys. They were so just instrumental into such profound period of my life, especially Boo, I think, because, you know, after the accident, Tucker passed away a few months later. And then it was just like, Boo and I were here together all day, every day when, you know, Alex was at work and stuff. And, I don't know, just Boo and I just got so close. But today was like, it could all exist in like the same space, if that makes sense. Like the grief and the sadness. But then I could also look at Boo and Tucker and Pee-Pee and be like really happy for the time that I had. And also be really happy about Walter and Otis and the new times to look forward to with them too, you know? I think one thing is that like I find throughout the day, there were times at the end, I did this with like when Pee-Pee was diagnosed with heart disease. And now Walter is dreaming. When Pee-Pee was diagnosed with heart disease, I can remember like being out in the yard with them and just like not rushing, you know, to like, come on, let's go inside or whatever. Just letting him walk around as much as he wanted to. And then after that was when like my whole attitude changed about just kind of like, and really the dogs really taught me a lot about living in the present moment and things like that. And I remember with Boo, like the last 6 weeks or whatever, when he would be resting and whatever, I just like, there'd be like videos. I'd be like, I want to make this video, or I want to do this load of laundry. We've been doing a lot of laundry today too, or whatever. And then I would just be like, just lay with him. Like, you're not going to have that many more moments where you can just lay with Boo, you know? I'm like really holding back the tears right now. Today's been an emotional day for me. I don't know why. Like, not just with the dogs, not just with Boo, not just with these little guys, but it's just been a real emotional day. I don't know why. I have no clue. I've just been super emotional all day today. I did this rant video because I needed to do like a funny video on my Peter Monn channel. I've just been real emotional today. I'm not really sure why. I feel like the last week I've just been real emotional. I think part of it is like the ending of summer. Like I looked at all these books that I wanted to read this summer. I was down in the basement earlier. I was like, I wanted to read all these different books. And, you know, I always kind of get like that at the end of summer. This summer feels differently to me because, and I think it is because of getting these little guys, because usually at the end of summer, I'm kind of like, well, I didn't do this and I didn't do that. And I wanted to watch these movies and I wanted to read these books and I want to go to the pool a million times. And I did do a lot of stuff this summer, but there was a lot of stuff that I didn't do. But in all honesty, I think with like Boo, I started seeing everything in the context of endings like I did with my mom. I don't know if that makes any sense, but like, and now that these little guys are here, I'm kind of like, well, there's going to be other summers. And I'm ready for cooler weather. I mean, like, I'm loving the summer and I'm loving the hot weather. I mean, even as much as I complain about the heat and the humidity, I love it. Like, you know, I try to embrace every season anymore, you know, but I'm not sad about summer ending. I just feel like I'm feeling everything really deeply lately. I don't know what it is. Yeah, I don't know what it is. So, but I had this moment with them on the bed earlier where I just was like, I think the joy of having them in my life now and the memories of Boo and Tucker and Pee-Pee, all that can exist in the same place together. And I don't know, I just was I've been trying to kind of like figure out how to do that. And I think today, listening to that, it was the words of that song and seeing the picture and them like jumping up on me, and it just, I don't know, all in that same moment, like it all existed, you know? And I was like, it can all exist. You know, it's like, I think when my mom passed away, there was a period where, you know, I talk a lot about being numb after my mom passed away. And I think part of that was, it was almost easier to be numb than to allow myself to feel something. Because if I allowed myself to feel something, then it hurt too much. Because if you've not heard me talk about when my mom passed away in 2008, like I was really numb for a long time after that. My mom, you know, she passed in May, and that summer I was going out to Denver to visit my friend like every other week. Literally, I was going, I mean, I would go out there, fly out there on like a Thursday and fly back on a Monday. And then I would be in Indianapolis for a week, and then the following like Wednesday or Thursday I would fly back out there. I was doing it like every other week. My plan was to move to Denver. And And I just was numb, and I can just remember, like, I mean, it was really the first time that I did a lot of stuff by myself, which was really good for me. I was actually talking about this in another video earlier. I would go out to dinner by myself. I'd go to movies by myself. I mean, it was like really the first time in my life that I had ever flown a lot. I mean, I had flown by myself before, but I'm talking regularly, you know, staying at hotels by myself regularly and stuff like that. And, like, you know, because my ex and I had broken up the previous December, and I enjoyed it. And I really was able to fall in love with myself and learn who I was. But I think I was so numb because I think that I didn't know, like, this is going to sound deep, and I don't know that I know it now, but at the time I don't think I conceptualized it. My leg is completely fallen asleep because I'm like, have my legs crossed over and it's like sitting like out like this way. But I don't, like, in retrospect, I know this to be true, but I don't know at the time that I knew it to be true. That I don't know that I knew how in the same space I could be happy and excited for a new future at the same time that I was sad about my mom having passed away, if that makes sense. In the same way that I think I didn't know how to be excited about new things in the future, whether it was trips or getting new dogs or doing new things to the house, while still grieving Boo Radley. Like, I don't know that I knew how to make that all exist. And today, somehow, it's so weird because I'm like looking up at their pictures up on the mantle where we have like their ashes and stuff, and Boo Radley's picture is the biggest and it's looking right at me. But somehow today, I was able to figure that all out. Like, in that moment. You know how just like a moment feels right sometimes? Like, in that moment, it felt right. Like, it just felt like I don't have to be sad about it anymore. I can be. If I need to be in that moment, if I'm grieving and I need to be sad, I can be sad, and that's okay. And I can even be sad around these little guys, and that's not letting them down. It's not letting Boo down to be excited or happy about it. I can just feel whatever I need to feel in the moment, you know? And I don't know that, like, I think with my mom, I didn't know how to do that. I don't think I had the words to even say. I don't know that I wasn't filming videos then, but I don't even know, like, to my sponsor, or, you know, like, to Tanya, or to my friends, that I even knew how to communicate it this way. I just knew I felt numb. And music really helped me a lot, because it's kind of weird today too, but like, I think like, with music a lot, it was like, lyrics, I remember hearing that song by Mariah Carey, I think it was later, that Bye Bye song, you know, that, do you guys know the lyrics to that song, Bye Bye by Mariah Carey? I remember when I heard it, hold on a second, I think it's called Bye Bye. And it was so how I felt, like a year after. What year did that song come out? Does it say? It's Mariah Carey, it's pulling up somebody else. 2008, so it was the year that my mom passed away. This is for my people who just lost somebody, your best friend, your baby, your man, or your lady. Put your hand way up high. We never have to say bye-bye. Do you guys remember that song? But this line right here, this one phrase was so hard for me when I heard this. And you never got a chance to see how good I've done, and you never got to see me back at #1. I wish that you were here to celebrate together. I wish that we could spend the holidays together. I remember when you used to tuck me in at night with a teddy bear you gave me that I held so tight. I thought you were so strong you make it through whatever. It's so hard to accept the fact that you are gone forever. And I remember I heard that, and it was like, when I started dating Alex, it was like, I remember showing pictures of my mom to Alex, and like, I just wanted him to know her, but he would never know her, you know? And like, I think that's one of the reasons why, like, I've told so many stories about my mom through the years, and it's really important for me to humanize her and say, like, I don't love when people pass away and then people thank them immediately. You know, my mom, like, she had a lot of issues, you know? I mean, my mom was a magically amazing person. She was a really cool person, and she was a very wise person. She was a loving person, but my mom had a lot of issues too. There was a lot of times that she wasn't very loving. You know, there was a lot of times that she was difficult, and I like to humanize her because I think that it shows the scope of who she was as a human being, and I think she would want that. I think if she were here, she would say, don't turn me into a two-dimensional person. Like, show everything about me, my flaws, my strengths, show it all. Like, show who I was as a person, because that really, I think that's why it's important for me to show all of that as well, because you don't really see somebody unless you see all of it about them, the good, the bad, all of it. You don't really know that, person. But anyway, I don't know that back then I had the language to use or I really even understood it. I think I just had all these mixed feelings, and I felt like, well, if I get excited about something, or I'm happy about something, or I'm having a good moment, whether it was a date or a trip or just hanging out with Tanya laughing. Tanya was a very safe person for me at that time. Like, because Tanya had lost her dad. And so we would talk a lot about it. And my friend that moved to Portland, she had lost her mom the year before. So the three of us would talk a lot about loss. And they were very safe for me to talk to. So I could laugh with them. And they knew my mom, So we would listen to a lot of music that our moms, like Tanya's dad and my friend and I, our moms liked. And that was my friend that, she'd come here and she'd be like, we got to dance in the kitchen because our moms can't anymore, because her mom and my mom both loved to dance in the kitchen. And they felt safe for me. But there were people that, like, I remember feeling like if you haven't gone through it, you don't understand it. I'm sure it must feel like what it feels like to people that have lost a spouse or a child. Like, I don't ever claim to understand what that must feel like. I cannot even imagine. I don't even know what it feels like to be a parent, let alone lose a child. I can't even imagine. I think that has to be the absolute worst loss ever. I'm not the person that, when people say stuff like, oh, my dogs are my children. My dogs are kind of my children. I mean, they're dogs. I understand that. I am not the person that's going to say, like, having dogs is like having children. And any of my friends that I talk to that have kids, like Nikki will tell you this. Like, I say this to Nikki all the time, like when we'll, talk about stuff. And I mean, having dogs is not the same as having kids, 100%. And I think for a lot of us out there that will never have kids or have chosen to have kids or can't have kids or whatever, that our pets become those children to us, but it's not the same. Let's just be completely fair. It's not the same. It isn't. It's a completely different relationship. It's probably, I don't know. I mean, maybe you can't even compare them. I cannot imagine a pain of losing a child. I just can't even imagine that. Losing a parent was hard enough. And I think part of it was that my mom was young when she passed and I was young. But I can't imagine that. And I don't try to act like I do understand it. Or losing a spouse. I can't imagine that. I've had friends of mine that have lost spouses, and it's just like, we recently had a friend of ours that lost their spouse, and I don't know, it's just like, we actually saw her at the concert that we went to not too long ago. She was just shattered. I mean, still, she was shattered. And I don't know, it's just like, we don't talk enough about grief. And then pet grief is a completely different thing that we don't talk about, And I think that at that time that my mom passed away, I needed safe people that understood what I had gone through to talk to. That I felt comfortable and safe, that I could laugh with. Because there were other people that I felt like if I laughed, they were going to look at me and be like, why are you laughing? Your mom just died. Or why are you happy? Because there are people out there that want to judge you for everything that you do. They don't understand it. That's why people say grieve however you need to grieve. And so I think, like, when my mom passed, I was very conscious of that. I think it's one of the reasons why I went to Denver a lot. I could be myself in Denver, and if I wanted to laugh, I could laugh. If I wanted to cry, I could cry. And I didn't feel like I had to be a certain way, because every time I'd see somebody, they'd be like, oh, how are you doing? Are you okay? Yeah, there were a lot of moments that I was real okay. There were a lot of moments I wasn't okay at all. And I think that if I could have said to people, I'm not okay today. I miss the shit out of my mom. And I wish she were here. And I'm pissed that she's not. And I'm pissed at God that she's not. And I'm pissed at the world. But that ain't gonna make it any better. And then there were days that I felt like, yeah, I'm good today. I'm going out to dinner with friends. And we're gonna go out dancing tonight. I'm having a good time. And there's a guy that I have a crush. You know what I mean? Like, I wish that, like, I could have... I don't know. Like, I think that people expect you to talk a certain way. And I think, like, even I put those expectations on myself. And then when Boo passed away, I think it was such a combination of all the grief that I had suffered from my mom, to my aunt and uncle, to friends of mine, to the car accident, to everything. I think, like, it all just kind of came down on me, and I didn't really have a language to speak to. And so I don't know why, but, like, today, for some reason, in a small moment of sitting in the bed listening to this stupid song from the play Wicked, it just all came together for me. And I was like, it can all exist in the same place, and that's completely fine. You don't have to be a certain way for anybody. You never have to. And I know that. The thing about these things is, like, I know all this stuff. Like, I know this stuff. But then I constantly have to remind myself of it, you know? It's like, I don't know. Anyway. So last night, I watched 2 episodes of Valley. I ate my dinner and watched the first half while the dog slept over here on Alex. He was sitting here watching the show, and I was sitting over there. And then I watched... Did I watch the whole second episode? Yeah, I did. And then I ate a couple of those peanut butter pretzel things, and I had a cup of coffee. And then we all moved upstairs. And then Alex kept on watching Hunting Wives. And then he started something else, because he finished it. I was half asleep, and he finished it. And I said, what did he start? Shoot, we had a whole conversation about it. It was on his list. Something on his list he started last night. His queue. He says it's in my queue. That's what he always says. And they were sleeping in between us. And then when I got up from my nap, little Otis, he's waking up right now. When I got up from my nap, Otis like woke up, and then I took them outside. And we came downstairs, and Alex was still watching his show. And then they ran around for like 2 hours. They actually, last night, they didn't run around as much as, I mean, they run around. They run around hard. Like, it's so cute. And then they came up here and they laid up here with me, and then I finished Valor last night. So what happened was I stayed up way too late. So I was down to like, I stayed up till like, well, the days of 6 and 6:30 are done for me. I don't do that anymore. Not with getting up with these little guys and stuff like, oh, let's just put his little paw up like that. I think I was in bed by like 5:15 or something like that. But but that was late. That's late for me these days. It's still late. I know it's still late, but it's not 6:30 like I was doing, you know? Like that, like, last night I was like, should I even watch the last 2 episodes, or should I go to bed at 3:30 and wait till tomorrow, you know? And I was like, no, I want to finish this, because it's that good. It gets better and better each episode. So I finished it last night. Then went to sleep. I'm still waking up like every hour on the hour. Somebody said yesterday, I think it was maybe just one person, maybe more, but somebody said something about maybe the tea that I'm drinking has a diuretic in it that's making me have to go to the bathroom. Okay, I wish that were true, and it might be, but I think it's just getting older too. Like, I've had so many friends of mine, men and women, say that like the older they get, they just have to like pee throughout the night. I've really never had that issue until I would say like the last year. So I don't know what it is, but I will tell you, I did not drink. I had like 1 cup of that. I had a cup of coffee, and then I fell right asleep from my nap. And when I got up, the only thing I had last night was 1 cup of that tea. So if that tea is what's making me do it, that was over the course of 6 hours that I had 1 cup of tea, and then went to bed. Excuse me, and went to the bathroom several times while I was watching the show, and took them out several times. So it can't just be from the tea. But I actually, when I got that comment, I was like, oh, I bet that's true. I bet there is some kind of like diuretic, or, you know, something that's making me more relaxed to go to the bathroom or something. I don't know. But I still like wake up every hour. I do. Like, I'm waking up, once I'm up for like an hour, well, getting them up, you know, and taking them out and then getting them fed. Otis just rolled over on his back. He likes to sleep on his back, don't you, buddy? Once I take them out and I get them fed, and then I take them out again, and then we do a little leash training and stuff, that's about like the first hour, hour and a half. I feel like I'm awake then. But when I first wake up, I am tired. You know? I mean, I'll be honest with you, I'm doing a lot. Like laundry, filming 6 to 7 videos a day, getting them, you know, fed, and leash training, and walks, and all this kind of stuff, and, you know, cleaning up. I mean, I'll be honest with you, I kind of thought like the house would be a mess, but it's really pretty orderly. I mean, they got their 3 little beds there. The kitchen has stayed really pretty clean. They got their little bed upstairs with their toys in it, and yeah, I mean, it's not that messy. They have been really, really good. Like, maybe once a day, one of them will have an accident inside the house, but very, very rarely. And I was kind of surprised, because I kind of thought it would take, especially with 2 of them, training them, I thought it would take a lot longer. And they both, I just have to tell you, so like with the crate training, we did this with Boo and Tucker, and Boo loved the crate. We just keep the door open all the time. So it's not in the basement. It's like at the bottom of the stairs. It's like if you go to the bottom of the stairs, then you open the door into the basement. So it's like this area that's like, it's got like a slate. I think I showed it in a video one time. Anyway, it's like the slate floor and stuff. The whole area at the bottom of the stairs is really for their crate, because their crate is like, Well, it's like 3 feet high, and it's probably 4.5 feet long and like 3 feet wide. It's a big crate. So throughout the day, they each of them, like Otis goes down there, like they both of them go down there, and we don't feed them. Like we fed Boo in the crate, so it kind of made sense with Boo that like we fed Tucker up here in the hallway, Boo or Pee-Pee in the kitchen, and Boo Radley downstairs, so we separated them when they ate. But like we feed them in the kitchen. Like I feed Otis in front of the what do you call it, the oven, and then I feed Walter. The batteries went to the halfway mark, and I feed Walter in front of like the chairs over here. So I separate them. With Boo, it made sense that he went down there a lot because we fed him in the crate, but we don't feed either one of them in the crate. But throughout the day, they'll both go down there together and lay in there together, or Otis goes down there a lot by himself, which is so cute to see him go down there because he's so little, you know. But they like their crate. They're doing real good with their crate. Yeah, we just leave it open. They really, really like it. So the crate was such a good thing for Tucker and Boo loved the crate. I mean, Alex and I would be, I think I talked about this for years on here. Alex and I would be sitting here watching like a movie or something, and like, you know, Pee-Pee be up with Alex and Tucker be, you know, sleeping over there or something like that. It's so funny how much these little guys use that big bed because, which I washed and stuff like that. None of the dogs really use that bed that much. Boo Radley a little bit towards the very end when he was pacing and stuff, but none of them really use it that much. They love that bed. Otis and Walter do. But we'd be sitting here and I'd be like, where's Boo? I mean, this was like the first couple years, and we go down there and he'd just be sitting in this little crate. Well, he loved it down there. And they go down there by themselves too. I'll go down there and I'll be like, what are you guys doing? And then all of a sudden, they'll just pop upstairs and we go back outside. They do know the word. They know the word treat, but they don't get very many treats. The vet told us the ones that she wants us to give them, so we've been giving them those. And then I have to get the little Kong things too for puppies. The vet told us to do that, and also Tanya said that she thinks that they're really good for puppies, and she was telling me like to freeze some. The vet told us this too, for like their teething, to freeze stuff that they can, not like ice, but like, you know, certain stuff to like you can freeze, and that they can have as like little like. But anyway, they like the rope toys, they like the crinkle toys. Those are like their favorites above and beyond all else. Otis just woke up. Do you want to say hi to everybody? Or are you going to go back to sleep? You want to go back to sleep, honey? You want to lay in my bed? Oh. Who's my baby tonight? Are you so tired? You are. You're falling right back asleep, aren't you, buddy? We think we might have baths this weekend. He's trying to get down here and crawl in between the cracks so he can go to sleep. Yeah, oh, look at those big yawns. Look at those big yawns, Mr. Otis. Yeah. They are so, so sweet. So tonight, well, when I get off here, I'm going to render this, and then I'm going to eat something. I'll probably just eat what I have in the house, especially since Alex is on his way home. I am, like, so wanting to order something, but I don't really know what I want to order is the problem. So I'll probably just eat something that I have. And the other thing is this, is that, like, I have the food from Trader Joe's, so I'm kind of like, why order something when you have, why spend the money when you have this? See, now as I'm talking about it, the Trader Joe's stuff sounds good anyway, so. Yeah, what do you think about Trader Joe's, Otis? What do you think, bud? Little Otis. Walter Wiggletoes and Otis Buttons. Yeah. Oh, he's falling asleep again. He's like that. I'm ready to go back to sleep again. So tonight I am going to eat as soon as I get off here. I don't know. I'll decide as the vlog is rendering, I will see. I always pour this coffee and then I hardly drink any of it. Hold on. Remember these cups I bought last year? Aren't they so pretty? Didn't I buy these last year, or did I buy them this year? I think I bought them last year. So while I'm rendering, and Walter's waking up now too, aren't you, Betty? Yeah. While I am rendering this vlog, I will decide if I'm going to eat the Trader Joe's stuff that I have in there, or if I am going to. Oh. He's stretching out. Are you stretching out, honey? The camera stopped. It's been at the halfway mark for a while, so I should probably get off here anyway. But while the video is rendering, the vlog is rendering, I'm going to figure out if I'm going to... What are you doing over there, honey? Come on. Yeah. Oh. I'm going to figure out if I'm going to order something or just have the Trader Joe's stuff. I'm leaning towards the Trader Joe's stuff. It's just easy, and I'm really hungry right now. And then I'm going to upload the vlog, and then we'll probably take a little bit of a nap. We'll probably take a little bit of a nap, and then I'm going to watch Broadchurch tonight. And I don't know, there's a bunch of stuff coming out in September that I'm really excited to watch. Oh, last night I started watching the Naming of the Dead, or Naming the Dead, or whatever. It's about cold cases they find out about. I'll be honest with you, I thought it was kind of boring. I started watching the first episode. Does it get better? Is it interesting? Somebody told me it was like really endearing. It was very sweet. But that it was also like about true crime, where they like bring the families together with their victims. I think that's great. And I think that's very nice. It just, I don't know, it seemed like kind of a generic true crime to me. So let me know if you guys have watched it in the comment section below. If you have recommendations for true crime, put that in the comment section below. I'd love to watch a good true crime tonight. Should we watch a good true crime tonight? Otis says, I'm here for it, Dad. I'm here for a good true crime. What about you, Walter Wiggletoes? He said, me too. Good true crime. So I'm going to get off here now. I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Wednesday. And if nobody else has told you this today, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love you. Happy birthday, Lena.